I went to the premiere of Deathly Hallows Part 2 last night. Well, I guess this morning. Didn't get to duel, but besides that, it was okay. I also got really sunburned on my arms, which I'm not very happy about, but hey, it's the price you pay for waiting in line all day. It was really good. First off, I just want to say that it was excellent. I cried the whole movie. I cried before the movie started. I didn't even have emotion after it ended. I couldn't think. And I wasn't able to really analyze what I had seen until I woke up today. Let me get down to the reason I'm making this video. I have always had a problem with the way that Voldemort was portrayed in the movies. Now, as you can tell, I am rather pro-Voldemort. I have been Death Eater type person since 5th grade, I think, is when I decided that I was going to do that. In all honesty, if this were real, if there was really this conflict happening, I would not be with Voldemort. But in this fantasy realm, I like to think I am, because I like to believe that I am an extremely mean person. Voldemort in the book is a very non-human thing. The elves, the goblins, I mean, even Buckbeak at some point is more human than Voldemort. The first time I really got enraged about Voldemort was in the 4th movie when he came back and his eyes were human. I've always had a problem with that, and it's something that I used to talk about all the time, to the point where it was just horrible because it's all I could think about. I've grown to be okay with the fact that Voldemort's eyes are not as intense as I had imagined them to be. My anger over Voldemort has increased tenfold with this movie. If you have not seen Deathly Hallows Part 2, this is the point where you should stop watching the video, because I'm about to give away a spoiler that you probably don't want. But if you don't care, just go ahead and watch, because it's either going to get really funny or you're just going to be really irritated with me, because seriously, this really makes me angry. There's a scene where Voldemort he thinks he's won, and in the book this is the scene where Neville says, "I'll join you when hell freezes over," and Neville's a bamf and it's amazing. And in the movie this didn't happen, and that is my favorite line from Neville, so that's the first thing that really pissed me off, is that he didn't say it. I was already a little bit ticked over that. Then they have the audacity to have Draco walk from the good side to the bad side, and as he's walking, Voldemort's like, "Oh, Draco, hug." I mean, it was bad enough that Voldemort had he laughed, he had smiled, and now he's hugging Draco. I mean, of all things that Voldemort could have done at that point, you're having him show some sort of positive emotion that is not bad. I mean, I understand that they're trying to show that Voldemort is so ecstatically happy that he has won, because at that point he believes he had won. I can understand that. But they have just put a human quality into somebody who is not human. Voldemort has been my favorite villain of all time for one reason, and that's because he is a real villain. He feels no regret, no remorse for what he's done. I have never seen a more evil character, and that movie ruined him. I have had such a deep love for the dark side of this series for such a long time, because everybody who has a storyline that is on the Death Eater's side, including Voldemort, has some of the most interesting stories and characterization I've ever seen. And I've always loved the dark characters in books. Always. And Voldemort is my favorite villain of all time, because of the fact he is not human anymore. His evil has progressed to a point where it's no longer human, which is, it's amazing. It just makes me angry that they showed him having affection, because he doesn't know affection. Not happy. Ariana is not happy right now. I mean, I have never been more pissed off at a movie. Let me take that back. I have never been more pissed off at a Harry Potter movie in my life. But if I were to watch the movie for watching the movie and not and just enjoying the movie, I would have to say that that part is probably one of my favorite parts, because I think it's absolutely hilarious that Voldemort hugs Draco and it's so awkward. I mean, it is hilarious, but considering the fact that he is literally that Voldemort is probably my third favorite character, I can't even. I loved part 2. I loved it. Loved it. It was just amazing. Ronald Weasley throughout the whole movie, I think I'd love him. If I had to hang out with a Gryffindor, it would have to be Ron Weasley or Neville Longbottom. That is it. Neville definitely got his moments in this movie, and it made me so happy that they did Neville justice. Because, I mean, if there is one Gryffindor that deserves it, it is Neville, because he is awesome. The Prince's Tale, Alan Rickman is amazing, and Snape is my favorite character from Harry Potter. He is absolutely #1. And, I mean, I've always loved Snape. Alan Rickman has made me love Snape more than I thought I could love him. All those scenes where Snape was so drawn up with emotion over Lily, it was so good. So good. I was bawling. I could not control myself. I was shaking, and it was just bad. Deathly Hallows Part 2, I'm definitely gonna buy it the second it comes out on DVD. I'm probably gonna go see it in theaters again a lot more. And it was awesome. Definitely the best Potter movie by far. Still, Voldemort, what the heck. Bye.